Welcome back, fifth graders. Today we're going to be working on multiplying fractions times fractions, and really this should be a review and something that you guys have been doing all along. In fact, every time that you make equivalent fractions where we look for the common multiple to create a common denominator, what you're doing is multiplying fractions. So let's jump in here. So let's look at a fraction, and let's say we have 3/9 times 3/4. Okay, well, if you guys think back to when you made common denominators, all right, what we do is we multiply the numerator times the numerator. So step one is multiply numerator times the numerator. Okay, and in this case, 3 times 3 equals 9. Okay, then step two is we multiply denominator times denominator. Okay. And that's going to give us our new denominator. Now, the best part about multiplying fractions is we don't have to find common denominators. Okay, we multiply straight across our numerators, multiply straight across our denominators. So 9 times 4 is 36. And then I have 9/36. But I'm not quite finished. What I need to do is I still need to simplify this. So how do we do that? Well, to simplify, remember, let's think back to our simplifying fractions. We need to find the greatest common factor, the GCF. So let's think about factors of 9 and factors of 36. So factors of 9 would be 1 and 9 and 3 times 3. Factors of 36 are 1 and 36. 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, and 6 times 6. Okay, in this case, my greatest common factor is going to be a 9. So that means I can divide out a 9 for both my numerator and divide out a 9 for my denominator. So 9 divided by 9 is going to be 1. Keep my fraction bar. 36 divided by 9 is going to be 4. And so when I do 3/9 times 3/4, what I have is 1/4. Let's try one more just so I know that you guys have the process down here. And what we're going to do is let's do 5/10 times 6/10. Okay, now step one, what was it? That's right, multiply the numerator times the numerator. So 5 times 6 equals 30. Step two is to do what? Good, multiply the denominator times the denominator. 10 times 10 is 100. And here I've got 30 100ths. But the question you need to ask yourself, are you done? Okay, well, there's one way to find out. Let's look for the greatest common factor to simplify it. Greatest common factor. So to get 30, I have 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and 5 times 6. Okay, and now let's look at factors of 100. Okay, so we have 1 and 100. We have 2 and 50. Nothing times 3. We have 4 times 25. 5 times 20. And we have 10 times 10. Okay, so let's look across my greatest common factor here. Okay, so we could take out a 10, take out a 10, and we can go ahead and divide out a 10, divide out a 10. 30 divided by 10 is 3. 10 divided by 10 is, or sorry, 100 divided by 10 is 10. So we have 3/10. So 3100ths can be simplified to 3/10, and that would be our answer. Okay, pretty straightforward, not too tricky. Like I say, it's just straight multiplication. Numerator times numerator to get a new numerator, denominator times denominator to get a new denominator, and then simplify if you have to.